Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. It started on Tuesday, June the 3rd. It'll go to next Tuesday, June the 10th, 2025. Now, we just got a major update yesterday, June the 3rd. It is the Gone Fishing update, the brand new Season 21 Season Pass. And as soon as you log in, you'll take note of this little option here, Tickets to Ghoul Bullion. Ended seasons. Your unused tickets will be exchanged for Ghoul Bullion. Claiming later will allow you to change which character receives the Ghoul Bullion, and unused Season 18 tickets expire when the current season ends. So 45 Ghoul Bullion from 45 tickets for Season 20, 85 Ghoul Bullion from 85 tickets Season 19, and 215 Ghoul Bullion from 215 tickets Season 18. Now, it was mentioned in yesterday's daily challenge video as just a word for warning. And I know it's surprising to maybe who are folks who are kind of new to the game or low-level folks, but once when you get up become a high level and you have already bought a lot of stuff and you're pretty happy with that stuff, a lot of times like Ghoul Bullion and caps, you get maxed out on very quickly. Okay, so if you're in that position, it's always good to check to see how much Ghoul Bullion you have. If you are close to being maxed out, if you go ahead and claim this now, it is a big waste. Alright, so just an FYI there. It was a great mention during yesterday's video, and I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys as well. So again, we're going to claim that a little bit later. Alright, so we're going to head right over to our camp here. And we're going to continue on. So I apologize for the lateness of the video. The maintenance break we had yesterday, June the 3rd, was very, very long. It was like 5.5 hours, and I wasn't able to get in until later in the afternoon. And of course, I had to work last night. So just an FYI, I apologize for all that, and I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. Now, I actually started to make the weekly challenge video, and this is my second crack at it because I was having some network issues and I had to abandon that video entirely. So we're going to have to start from scratch here, so just an FYI there. Let's take a look at these weekly challenges here. If you do notice, I have a little bit more score than you. You take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen, I have a 30% boost. Now, during yesterday's daily challenge video, we took a 25% score booster drink. Okay, of course, we can only use one score booster drink at a time for 24 hours, and the other 5% came right off the first page of the current Season 21 Season Pass. And of course, you can claim that by being a followed first member or by paying 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass, and that's why I have 30%. All right. So let's continue on here. We're going to go through the ones that I already had kind of completed, and we'll just have to kind of do it again. And again, I apologize for it seems really confusing, but they're just having those network issues there this morning, and hopefully everything is straightened away here. So collect Purified Water 25. So again, we can find Purified Water in many great spots in around the wasteland, but I find the best way to get Purified Water, if you can, is go on a public server and go visit other players' camps. It's kind of like an unwritten rule here in the wasteland. If you don't have it locked up, it is fair game. Everyone knows if you don't want someone to take something, you lock it up. But if it's fair game, you don't lock it up. And that's why I recommend that people just go around to players' vendors, or players' camps around their vendors, and a lot of them will have the vintage water cooler or the water collector in around them. All right, so just an FYI. So here's my vendor here. I usually have some water coolers or collectors around it. I usually have them in our camp. So these are the vintage ones. These are the ones we got from opening up the festive gifts, and you can also get these, find them in other players' vendors, though they are rare, but you can find them, and I highly recommend them because they're nice and small. You can kind of stack them, and again, they will passively collect 2 purified water while you play the game. Then you get to collect from them. Now, these Enclave water collectors, we actually got these in Season 19 Season Pass, two Season Passes ago, and again, it'll passively collect 2 purified water while you play the game. All right. Now, if you start off, if you go down here to the build menu into the water section here real quick, We also have these purified water versions. So I believe when you're level 20, you get to follow the Overseer's missions, okay? And you actually learn these plans very early on in game. And if this is all you have, it's all you have. This is all I had for the longest time until I was able to get my hand on the vintage one about a little over 2 years ago, okay? But even though these guys require a lot of requirements to build and require power, it's all you have, it's all you have. And again, this one here is 2, 3, and 5, I believe. All right, so there you guys go. You can also craft those guys, and again, they do take up a little bit more room, but it is what it is. And again, all you do is just go around and collect. And again, if you have multiple camps like myself, you just go ahead and place a whole bunch of them there and just go around and collect them all. And if your person doesn't have either, just go around to other players' camps, and you can even message them and ask them if they can help you out. I'm sure a lot of people will help you out. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. Craft energy ammo 45. So don't get this confused with collect energy ammo. We actually have to craft energy ammo, and of course we do that at any Tinker's Workbench. And it's just not ammo. Again, it is energy ammo. If you craft ballistic, it's not going to work. It has to be energy ammo. Let's go to any Tinker's Workbench here. Go craft. Now the ammo section up here, this is your ballistic, okay, but we don't need that one. We need the energy ammo right down here. I take these fusion cells, for example, 54. So 4 copper, 8 lead, and 4 plastics. We can go ahead and craft this now. I like to kind of add a little bit thing in here. So if you are looking to craft a lot of ammo, there's a couple perk cards to help you. So under agility, we have what's called Ammo Smith. Produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition for this level 2. But if you don't have a level 2, if all you have is a level 1, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you, okay? And of course, under luck here, we do have Super Duper. Again, if you don't have the level 3, all I have is the level 1 and level 2. Definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. So let's go ahead and install this level 3 here. And again, the level 3 is when you craft anything, it's a 30% chance you get double results. All right. Let's head back to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. We'll go back down here to energy ammo. So instead of 30, it's 54 this time. But it's the same requirements as if we were crafting 30. And that is what the Ammo Smith perk card does. And then we'll do the same exact thing for the ammo, ballistic ammo that's up here. Let's go back to our energy ammo, and all you do is just go ahead and go craft. We're just going to craft 1, and I've got quite a bit of ammo that time, so we heard the thunder lightning sound. That is the Super Duper perk card kicking in. Alright, so just an FYI, get more ammo for Ammo Smith, plus more for Super Duper, so that is pretty awesome. And just don't forget to put your perk cards back. So we'll leave that guy on there for now. I need to go through these perk cards anyway, because there was a huge change yesterday with that update on June the 3rd. Alright, let's see what's next here. Scrap junk to produce ceramic 15. Alright, so ceramic is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench. So let's go ahead and go craft here at the Tinker's Workbench. Go down to bulk, go down here to the C section, so the bulk 1 ceramic. All you need is 15 ceramic scrap and 2 plastic. You go ahead and you bulk your 1 ceramic and you scrap it. Hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people who like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in game. Now we do have a camp resource available to us. It is this curio cabinet. As you can see, it will passively collect raw asbestos, ceramic scrap, and excess adhesive. Now, this is in the Atomic Shop rotation. It's not in there this week, but it is in the Atomic Shop rotation from time to time, so you can definitely check that out. And I made a little bit of video on it there last year. Alright, so we can find ceramic in many great spots in and around the wasteland. I find the kill box is a pretty good spot. Palace of the Winding Path is a fantastic spot. And right over here, Bolton Green is a pretty good spot there as well. And again, we can find ceramic in most places in and around the wasteland, but those are just my favorite spots. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to use the bulk and scrap method here. Let's go ahead and go craft. Bulk ceramic, we're just going to craft 2 of them here. Let's back out. We're going to scrap the bulk ceramic we just crafted here. Just like that. Easy peasy, just like that. Right? Now, of course, I already had completed this, why it didn't show up, so just an FYI there. Alright, let's take a look at the next one here. Kill a creature, 25. So again, when it says kill a creature, it is anything but a human or a robot. So we're talking about animals, especially the animals down through flatwoods. We are talking about insects, mirelurks, super mutants, wall miners, cryptids, what have you. As long as it's not a human or a robot, you are good to go, okay? And again, with a particular challenge like this, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. It's really up to you. But if you are lower level, you can even start right up here in good old flatwoods. Make your way down here. There's usually quite a few animals along these sides here. There are 3 mongrels right here. There are 9 Brahmin right here in good old flatwoods. There's 2 opossums. There are 3 of the mole rats here. There's a little bus stop shelter right across the way. There's 2 rad roaches there. There are ghouls right down the other end by the red rocket. So again, many great options there for you guys for that one. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's finish this one here off. Kill a cultist, 25. So many great spots we can find cultists in around the wasteland. We're more or less looking for this particular type of icon here. One of the few exceptions of that is, of course, over here at Point Pleasant. Of course, we know there's about 19 to 20 cultists here. We have the Oregon Cave. Again, there's only one cave. There's just 3 different entrances to it. We have this one here, the good old Kanawha County Cemetery. We have good old Lucky Hole Mine, Johnson's Acre. So many great spots for these cultists, all right? So let's pop in here to good old Point Pleasant. And we'll take care of some cultists here. This is the challenge that we got stuck on my first attempt here. My network started acting up. And again, nothing real special here. You can use a couple of grenades. Any weapon at all is absolutely fine. Oh, lock Mojip. And you see how that guy, he kind of looked like a ghoul, but he's still counted as a cultist, alright? So just an FYI, you will come across that often enough, but they will still count, okay? Oh. There we go, kill a cultist 25 for 25, done. Just like that, pretty sweet. Do some distance between us and them, shall we? There we go. Huh. Alright, let's see what's next here. Complete an event 3. So if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. We do quite a few events on the map within that hour and 6 minutes, but the main reason why I made that video is because there's about half a dozen events that you can spawn in yourself just by simply fast traveling to those areas. You can definitely check that out in that video if you so wish. Another way to do it, if you're having trouble trying to find events, you can always claim workshops. And after about 3 minutes after claiming a workshop, you'll have to defend that workshop, and that will count as an event. And even if that workshop doesn't belong to you, let's say you're on a public server with other people, if you help defend that workshop, it'll also count as an event. And even the Skyline Valley little quest line with the caravans here, that also counts as an event as well. Alright, so FYI. So let's take a look at the map here and see what we have available. We have Dogwood Die Off. So again, sometimes you will end up with not a whole lot going on. Depends on the server that you're on. And not a whole lot going on this particular server. So let's pop down here to good old Mount Blair Train Yard. We have one event done already. And we'll just go ahead and this one. So we can, this is Battle Bot. So as you can see, this is one of the ones we can spawn in ourselves. you take care of that guy, so you turn around, you're going to take care of this Mr. Gutsy, you right the old thruster. Make sure you take the bunker card, that's the most important thing. And I will grab some stuff off this guy. And here is the second Mr. Gutsy, we'll just shoot him with the old thruster. And again, same thing, make sure you have the bunker card. Alright, so there we go. Now, after you collect those bunker cards, these doors are going to swing open, but they're supposed to stay closed, okay? But you still have to kind of go through the paces of the event, because it won't, even though I'm pushing this button, nothing's happening there, okay? So what I usually suggest, it might take you a couple times to get used to it, but you don't run, you walk, okay? And you don't have to watch the cards slide down. So basically you just activate, go to the side, and you just kind of spam it when you get over here, because it is time sensitive, and just like that. Okay. Again, it may take you about 2 or 3 times to get used to it. You come in here, and there's our event done, just like that. Nice. All right, let's go to another spot here. Let's pop in here to good old Vaultec Agricultural Research Center and see if we can spawn in fertile soil. Good stuff. This is probably one of the first events you do as a brand new player to the game. Oh, Jim. She hit me right in the head there. And again, you can spend more time to go after these robots if you so wish. It's really up to you what you want to do. And you can go to that little fun house. Again, there'll be more robots. And robots are great, especially if you're a newer player. Steel, aluminum, lead, right? We're just here for the event. So we're going to actually kind of go through the rooftop here. And you can just walk up the stairs. You don't need a jetpack to get up here.
Good job.
Let's lock and load. If it'll let me.
You need to reset the front-hand targeting parameters.
There we go.
That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Right, let's pop down here. There'll be some ghouls right in the old basement here. Right, let's go ahead to this terminal. There we go, just like that. Complete the event, 3 for 3 done. Just like that, nice. Awesome, nice and easy too. Alright, let's see what's next here. Eat a cooked meal, 30. Okay, so again, a cooked meal, it can be a plant-based meal. It can be a meat-based meal. As long as it's a cooked meal, you're good to go. Alright? Let's go ahead. We're going to get some plant-based meal here. Now, if you have corn or razor grain in your camp, that is great. We're just going to pop in here to Silva Homestead. We're going to grab some corn here. And again, if you have that stuff in your camp already, it just saves you a whole whack of time. Now, anytime you are looking to harvest crops, there is a perk card that will help you out. Is under perception. It is called Green Thumb. Reap twice as much when harvesting flowers. But even if you're a herbivore, if you're a carnivore, it doesn't matter what mutation, this perk card is really worth its while to have, okay? It's not going to really help us so much for certain challenges, as as you harvest 2, you only get credit for 1. But in this case, it will help us out here because we're just looking to make some meals here, okay? Let's grab some corn. And as you can see, 2 are being added, and that is the Green Thumb perk card. So as soon as you harvest corn like that, as a brand new player, you learn corn soup automatically. So everyone should be able to craft corn soup, alright? Let's go get some meat here. We're going to get some meat the old-fashioned way. Let's pop down here to good old Flatwoods. Alright, there we go. And again, as I mentioned, this is a great spot. Doesn't matter what level. Again, there's a couple of rad roaches in that bus shelter there. There's about 3 mole rats there, plus an opossum. There are tree mongrels a little bit further up the road there. And right along that hill, there's usually either rat steaks, rabbits, or even foxes up along that little hill there, so FYI. But of course, Flatwoods is known for the Brahmin. There's about 7 of them here, but we're just going to grab the Brahmin here. And again, if you're a brand spanking new character, and if you see that Brahmin meat, just like that, burp, you pick it up, as you'll automatically learn ribeye steak, just like that, just by simply killing the Brahmin and picking up the meat, alright? Alright, let's keep going here. And again, just as I mentioned, you can make these challenges as easy or as hard as you want to do in your gameplay. Alright, so we have enough Brahmin meat there. Let's head back to our camp here. Of course, we have to eat a cooked meal. So again, we got that stuff the old-fashioned way, so let's make our way to a cooking station. And again, any cooking station is fine. Not too sure if we need boiled water or not. Let's go all food here. So we got some corn soup. So again, corn soup, a simple recipe. You automatically learn by picking up corn. It is really that easy. Let's just craft 10 of them here. Okay. And of course, ribeye steak. Again, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Brahmin meat. It's that easy. Let's go ahead and craft some of those bad boys. There we go. Now, there's a couple of camp resources that we have available to us that is not only a cooked meal, but a meat-based meal. And one of those things is here, the Deathclaw Slow Cooker. It collects meat, but also cooks it at the same time. A huge time saver. Of course, we all know about the Mirelurk Steamer. Again, not only collects meat, but it cooks at the same time. So a meat-based meal and a cooked meal. And of course, this Critter Cooker. Again, meat-based meal, a cooked meal. Okay, so those are 3 great camp resources we have available to us. And even if you're a herbivore, having these just saves you a lot of time because they're just daily, weekly challenges. You can go ahead and eat that meat and get it done. All right. Now we have a couple of dressing stations here. We have the Rad Steak Field Dressing Station. This is the one that's in the Atomic Shop right now, actually, as we make this video. Again, it collects 5 rad steak meat. You can always grab that rad steak meat, go to your cooking station, and cook up the steak there. All right, so that is pretty awesome. And also the Thrasher Field Dressing Station is the exact same way. So let's go ahead. Let's grab some of these smoked Mirelurk fillets here, just to kind of show you. So let's go under item here. So cooked soft shell meat that we got from the Mirelurk steamer, just to show you how they count. Okay, smoked Mirelurk fillets, which we got from the Mirelurk steamer. You see how that counts. Now under stats and effects, I'm going to show you how I am a carnivore mutation. And we're going to go back under item. We're going to eat this corn soup, and you see how that counts. Okay, and the same thing if you're a herbivore. You can eat the meat-based meals, and they're going to count, okay? Let's eat this ribeye steak here that we got the old-fashioned way. Finish off with some corn soup. Chase it down with some of this stuff here. Need some more stuff here, I guess, apparently. Rad steak, grilled rad roach. There we go. Eat a cooked meal, 30 for 30, done. Doesn't matter, plant-based, meat-based, it's all good. Doesn't matter what mutation you are. Alright, let's see what's next here. Good stuff. Alright, so again, catch a fish, craft fish bits. Okay, these two go hand in hand. Now, in order to get the fishing rod, you're going to have to complete the brand new side quest called Casting Off. Okay, and we went through this during yesterday's daily challenge video. and I made a brand new video this morning. I just need to release it, and I did that with my low-level character, and you can check that out if you so wish. But in order to get a fishing rod, you have to complete casting off. It's a very easy side quest to do, and basically you start that off right over here in the mire, very close to Valley Galleria. Is right over here at Fisherman's Rest. Okay. So let's pop over to Fisherman's Rest. Of course, it is a free fast travel, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to wait for that to kind of catch up anyway, so why not? And of course, when you complete that quest, you'll have your fishing rod. And again, the fishing rod is not an item you have to equip. It's automatically equipped, okay? So all you do is you just walk up to a body of water, okay? I find it's a little harder if you're on docks, but just kind of walk up, and usually we have drink and collect. We have a brand new prompt there. It is called fish. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And you see the bottom of the screen, we have common bait, improved bait, and superb bait. Okay, and I went through that in the video that I made a little bit earlier. But again, the common bait we can buy from the fisherman or from Captain Raymond. The improved bait we can find by opening up containers in around the wasteland, by completing daily quests, etc. And of course, superb bait, we can get that from the current Season 21 Season Pass using tickets if we so wish. But for this particular purpose, we're just going to use the common bait because we got to do quite a bit of fishing here. So let's go ahead and go cast. Okay. And yeah, it's kind of hard to see the little bobber there. Maybe we'll switch, but basically that bobber will kind of flip down a couple of times. And once it goes down deep, okay, then you start reeling. All right, you start reeling here. And we're going to take our little fish finder here, radar, and we make sure that that fish is within that yellow radar, and there's our fish just like that. Okay, and you can go ahead and inspect it if you so wish, whatever you want to do. But we're going to keep fishing here until we get her done. And again, we're waiting for that little bobber to go right underneath. So you see how it kind of pops down real quick and then pops back up? We're waiting for it to kind of get right down in the water and draw the line down. And then we're going to start reeling. Yep, there we go, like that. Again, we're going to move our little fish finder till we catch the fish. Just like that. It's that easy. It really is. Here's our fish there. Oh, Brook Silverside there. Nice. We got a new fish there. Pretty awesome. And we can eat these fish too, which is pretty awesome. Gives us, some HP there. All right, let's do some more casting. And I went through this in pretty good detail during yesterday's daily challenge video, as well as the video I'll be releasing right after this one. And again, I wanted to release the other one first, but I ran into those network issues and here at home, so we're going to start reeling. So I would say that's the hardest part is trying to get this fish in this triangle here. In that radar, there we go. Muddy Sawgill, nice. So first time we got that guy. Interesting. Right. Let's back out here for a quick second. And let's take a look at these weeklies. There we go. So catch a fish, 21 for 21 done. So I've been catching quite a bit of fish the last, since yesterday. And then when I came home, I made that video. So that's why it was a little bit quicker than usual. So now we need to craft fish bits. Okay, so first you need the fishing rod. You need to catch fish. And then you need to craft fish bits. And of course we do that right at a cooking station. Of course, any cooking station will do. And of course there's one right down here. So let's go visit that one. Alright, so any cooking station will do. Go ahead and interact. Go right down here to fish bits. And I just go ahead and you create these fish bits here. And again, you can only make what you have available to you. And just like that. Right? Now again, we have all week to get the 35. But you guys get the general gist of it, and that's all you have to do, because you just need the one fish, and all you're doing is really cutting it up, all right? Turning it into the fish bits. Awesome. All right, let's take a look here. I think we're done for the most part. We are. Again, we have all week to complete this one here. Just go ahead and collect some more fish and then chop them up at your cooking station, and you'll be able to complete that one there. All right, let's head to our camp here, and we'll take a look at weapon of the day. All right. So, weapon of the day here, Jim. We have the anti-armor poker night vision enclave plasma rifle, plus 50% armor penetration, replenish 50 action points with each kill, minus 90% weight. It is night vision anti-armor initial lightweight, severe beta wave tuner, stabilized sniper barrel, stabilized stock, long night vision scope, poker paint. 107 damage, 36 fire damage, 74 electrical damage, 79 fire damage for 3 seconds. Takes plasma cartridges at single fire. It's probably one of my most favorite weapons that I have. Okay, now the mods that you get for a regular plasma rifle, you cannot apply them to this enclave version, as well as the mods you have for enclave, you can't apply them to the plasma, the regular plasma one. So just an FYI there. And again, our perk cards has changed quite a bit there since yesterday. We no longer have rifleman, but we have, like, down ranger, scope up, and smart shot, I think. Anywho, I'm going to have to take a look at that, but all that is right on the Bethesda.net website with the patch notes, and you can check all that out if you so wish. The only things that didn't change for me are my legendary perk cards here, and very happy with them. As you can see, they're all maxed out there, so there you guys go. Oh, I was actually happy to make it through that one, and again, I apologize for the lateness of these videos. The maintenance break was just way too long yesterday, and there's just so much new stuff going on. And but yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members: Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Wade Warner, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, J Flow. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.